Yes, yes, I did. I had an excellent one, and I'm telling you, man, it's been a great almost 6 months, and we're shifting income into other people's hand. There's more and more things coming up every day. I've been really busy, but I want everyone to know that Houston Wall Street is live and strong. So we're broadcasting here from Houston, Texas, cloudy and raining outside, but it's such a beautiful summer getting started. And I just want to talk to you this morning concerning where you are. We know that the pandemic is resurfacing and stronger than ever, and we have to stay protective and protect ourselves. I went down to Galveston this week. I had some friends and business partners and things, and I just wanted to show them around the area, not necessarily getting out and in the mix with them, but you know me, I'm out showing them how money is being made in the middle of the pandemic. See, money never stops growing, never stops moving. It don't get sick. It don't catch the virus or anything like that. It's always moving. So within the car, we were doing distancing. It was four of us in the car. We all had our masks on. We sanitized, and and we looked at the business ventures in the Houston area. I just want to show them things about Houston that I've seen and got information on the growth of the area. Took them to where your edge of the city limits in the suburban cities all around Houston. There's opportunity and growth of people that's taking advantage of it. Just what the Houston Wall Street is all about, income shifting. So we want to show them how to put their money to work. We want to show them what real investments are doing that's making real money better than the market. But you have to position yourself and you have to come together as a unit and empower yourself. I showed them how those units are working. Actually got lucky enough to see 6 Indian guys was going to buy an investment and build a gas station in a connecting a strip mall. They were actually looking at just a wooded land. They purchased a land, they go to work. So next month they would have it up and running. So this is what I'm talking about. And I said, that land says 32 acres for sale. Well, as the Houston Wall Street movement could move in and buy those 32 acres of land. Okay, you can build whatever you want to. We looked at commercial property, we looked at residential property, and we see how it all works. And I explained to them and I showed them firsthand actually one spot that they were building apartment buildings, and he actually told us what investment group built those 9 apartments with 4 stories. It's 4 stories high. And I think they got like 12 apartments on each floor. That's good money here because the average apartment here, a 1-bedroom apartment, nice ones will run you about $1,200 a month for 1 bedroom. Okay. And so, I looked at them and I showed them, I said, look, now you see the strip malls here. We went to a new strip mall and I just called it the number that was in the strip mall there for the vacancies that they have, because they had like maybe 13, 14 units. They had a big strip mall unit. And so I called it and it was like $6,500 rental, a lease. So these are the things you build your strip mall, you lease and rent out the different stores and store sizes. They can custom build or whatever, right? It was $6,500 monthly that a person have to pay for to have their business in one of the stores. Now, that's $6,500 a month. It ain't based on you making money. It ain't based on your business being successful. Hey, this is our business in strip mall, and this is our rent. This is how we build our wealth. How we build an asset that's growing and making money, right? So it was the same process. So man, when we left there The other three guys was like blown away. I didn't even know this exists. I didn't know that you could do this. See, but the foreigner people, I took them around the foreigners because the foreigners are the ones really taking advantage of this opportunity, even in the new upcoming areas. Because see, we was out in the western suburbs of Houston, almost 17 miles from the Houston city limits, and almost 31 miles from downtown Houston, and anywhere from 350,000 to $700,000 was the homes that was building in Southwest Houston, and went to Northwest Houston, further west, and it was like from 3 million to $7 million homes. So the opportunity here is just far from over. I mean, in every section that they go further out, they build more strip mall, they build more acquired property while it's low. You have to go past the end, just about 3 miles past the city limits. And that way, if you bought 100, 200 acres of land, it's much cheaper than trying to buy closer to the city limit, into the city limit. It's high. The property is high because they understand the next phase of growth is going to be right after the end of that corporate city that's there. Like I'll just say for Richmond, Texas, right? That's a suburban city outside of Houston. Okay, less than mostly I would say less than 20 miles out the suburbs around Houston. That's how close they are. But it's got plenty of land. Houston's going to be the next number one major city population wise in the United States. It's no way it can stop it because we have room to grow here. We got miles and miles of land all around Houston, 100, 200 miles around Houston. We can go as far as we want to. But now I lived in Chicago. Chicago is done. They can only go up, and everything that's going up is downtown. And everything that's around Chicago, the suburban cities, they are already linked to Chicago, but they don't have anywhere else to go. New York, the same way. See, New York has got the different boroughs around it, and they're their own cities and mayors of those towns and stuff, but they have no room for growth. It's all concrete. And they got the waters around that part. But Houston is the largest state in the United States, and Houston has more room for growth than any state, than any city. And the state itself got more room to grow more than any other city. My friend on the East Coast, he talks all the time about East Coast. I said, well, I lived in Maryland, and I've been on that coastline. The states are real small, and each state, you can drive 30 miles and you can be in another state. To where I just looked at from Houston to the Panhandle, in some areas up there is like 800 miles just from Houston. So this is just some of the things that I teach people how to do, is go out and see where the wealth is built and how to go by getting it started for yourself. See, so I did Wealth Creator LLC, and my investment group is Future Financial Wall Street Movement. I have some new stuff added to it this week. I got to get with Miss Martina to get her to do some things for me. And, this is like right now. I need it tomorrow, so, I will get in touch with her today and get this rolling because, time is not waiting, man. Right now, people understand in the middle of things, pandemics, downturns, whatever you want to call it, is a time for growth. It's not a time, even in the market. Excuse me. Even in the market, when the market is going through a downturn, something happened in the United States or something happened with some company, it caused the market to go down and all of that. So people could go so far as to get afraid and take their money out. But what we're doing as creating asset, and the best investments that I feel are the tangible investments that you control and you own. See, I'm not anywhere near doing what's normal. If the market normally build the assets, most people don't have enough money to even shake the market or last with the market or get the best benefit out of the market. It takes more invested money, right? So we invest in ourselves and we invest in our group and we build the finances and along with the assets. Right now, we can go in and we can do $1 million investment. We might even do like Warren Buffett and start our own investment group within the market. I think it is Berkshire Hathaway or something like that. But that's his own ticker tape. He got his own investment ticker number, and you can do the same. But to get you where you need to go in this world, in this day and time, you just need to build some assets that you own and you control, and you understand that your group needs to benefit from what's going on. So, if there's a problem in what you're thinking, a problem in finances, a problem in life, a problem with just doing the same old and getting the same results, that's you've been programmed for the last 30 or 40 years with money, finances, and debt, and people have devised ways to get that money from you, even at your expense, because we go to school, we get an education, we penny pinch and save, and we go to work. Well, that work is building wealth for other companies out there that you're working for, but you don't have any wealth or the basics of any wealth there. It's just enough to live. And that's getting smaller and smaller year after year. This is a new 10-year period. Every 10 years, things take in the United States and the world exactly takes a new 10-year turn. Things we did 10 years ago, they don't work too good this year. You find yourself doing manipulations and things, usury, using people for your own gain. But I'm here to tell you that day is coming to a close. You're going to have to get with someone that does the hard work and don't mind doing things, building things, don't mind sharing with the others that help you to get there. See, that's the problem here in the wealth. That's why the wealth is so unequal. 10% of the American people own 90% of the wealth in America. That's a large number. That's quite lopsided. So I'm here today to tell you, man, there's a better way. You got to own something. It rings in my ear every single day that when I heard Tyler Perry say, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you think, it's good to have faith and good to believe, but you got to get something tangible. You got to own something. When he said that, I said, now, that's what I want people to hear. I've been saying it for years, but I want to hear somebody that the status quo, or they get the movie stars or influential people to do commercials, to advertise, because that's what people feel is real. They believe in that. But you be that yourself. I don't need Tyler Perry. All I had to do is produce what's real, show that there's some greatness in what's going on with Houston Wall Street movement or within owning your own company. There's today's time, we have to show value. We have to show value, see, because our family and everybody is dependent on us, So show value in what you're doing, in that way, people will believe what they read and see, and not necessarily seeing a celebrity to justify, to solidify. None of that kind of stuff is needed if you are in control and you are the person that's making a change. See, we want people to understand that we got to do some reprogramming on ourselves to have a solution and doing reprogram for ourselves. We have to do something different. See, if you've been working a job for the last 15 to 20 years, you've acquired no wealth. You made a living, you have a nice home, you got a car, you got a little retirement from your job through their program now. I'm not saying from the company, I said through their program, because that's what they do. They bring in programs because people are always looking for a job with great benefits. There's no such thing as great benefits, just benefits, and you pay for the benefits. So here at Houston Wall Street Movement, we show you how to take those benefits and use them for your own company. So the extra money that's coming in, if there's any money for the person that's running the program, then that would be you. So if you are doing health insurance at your company, and just me, for instance, take Blue Shield and Blue Cross, and at the end of the year, I pay for my own family insurance and health insurance. Most people pay through their job. Well, I got Blue Shield and Blue Cross, and I say I spend $600 a year. Well, see, that's 100% deductible for me. But see, a working class person, when they go to the job and the job have them paying for health insurance, it's 100% write-off and deductible for the company that they work for. Just reverse that right at home yourself while you're still working there, and you don't have to use their program. That's all it is. See, so we have to create things to make it better. And once you get into this arena, there's something new and great that you can build every single day to make it better. There's a lot of people capitalizing with different things during the crisis here. See, so but whatever I did is going to be it's going to be beneficial for everybody. It's not sure. Every company should know how to monetize itself and make a profit and not have a loss. You see what I'm saying? Before I learned better, start doing better, I saw I was losing. I was saying, man, I do a great work. I'm working hard all the time, but I don't seem like I'm having any growth. But then I had to be educated and monetized. 30 minutes of my time is worth a certain amount of money. If I consult with somebody for an hour or two, if I did on-hand training, showing someone how things go, I should be compensated for my time and my service. It's valuable because if I go and get it from somebody else, to know it for myself, it costs me. See, so people come to me and use an hour of my service and I got no pay. It's a difference. So it's business. I want to teach you the business ethics that's stopping you from building wealth. So, it's it was a good weekend for me. I did work, and I also did family time. And a few weeks ago, I did work. I went to Florida and worked all across the United States, North and South. And I went to areas too, also, where I could rest and relaxation in the midst. See, so it's good when you're free to do what you want to do, and you're more productive when you're freed up. That's why I want to reprogram everybody's mind, what they're doing and how they are handling money, finances, and debt. See, all of that's very, very important to what we're doing today. Okay, I got about 10 more minutes, and that is what Houston Wall Street is all about. So by all means, go to my website and Houston Wall Street Movement. And I want to change is a constant thing. I want you to not fear change anymore and be a part of something bigger than yourself. And by all means, go to my website, www.wealthcreatorchange.com, and join the movement. All of my information is there. I got to get it updated too, because this is a new week. So Mondays and Fridays already documented as far as me being on the call here. But I got other things that I'm going to be streaming throughout the week. So if you want to be a part of those things, you want to be part of something big, and you want to start today building wealth for yourself and your family and educating yourself as well as your family for generations to come. Become a part of the movement. See, the movement is making things move upwards, and we're making things happen that that you can do. Yes. So go ahead and get part of, join the movement, and I will make sure you get your schedule on everything that we're doing. So we're gonna start having our Zoom meetings, and then we're gonna have our first success story and our first big conference. And you're able to invite people out to see what we're doing during our conference. And we're looking for members. We're getting close now to 1,000 membership. Will be the core group of people. Some, I'm not like the norm, so I don't call them board members. I have them as the first intermediate founders. You know what I'm saying? Of something big that's going to be distributed all over the 50 states through chapters. So we have the basic down. I don't like giving out too much information because whether you know it or not, since I started movements about 3 years ago. And because I wanted to do a movement for everything. Okay, so right now I have the nurses movement. I have the Houston Wall Street financial movement. And I'm getting ready to do a third one, working on the nurses. So I have one more. And I won't put any information out about it until I got it more intact so people can actually go and see and know more about what we're doing. But we're moving forward. We're rapidly growing. And it's just laid back, relaxed, and it's not a rush type thing because what you're doing, believe me, there's nobody else that's doing that. So get in and be a part of the movement. And there's power in unity. So be a part of that. And I will see everyone be successful. I will see you at the top. I want to see you up amongst the people that's building wealth and not just making a living. I don't want you to just make money. I want you to build wealth, have the wealth building mindset. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. And I want everybody within the sound of my voice to be a part of that. Believe me, I see people doing all types of things. But see, I learn from what's going on around me so that I can make it more affordable for people, more beneficial for people. Because see, I'm always gonna tie everything in to building wealth. There's nothing that I say or do or talk about that's not connected with you becoming wealthy. That's just a fact. And the more wealth that we build as a unit gives us power. And that's a fact because it's actually, you can see it. I can show you what I'm talking about, show you who's doing it and why, and understand that they are looking at wealth. They're not just looking to make money. They want to be a wealth. And then, you want to build a legacy. If you got good characteristics, or you're a great planner or builder in any form of fashion, leave a legacy of knowledge to your children's children. I'm all about generational wealth. See, a lot of people maybe talk about it or heard about it, but I'm about making generational wealth come to pass. The Bible talks about generational wealth. So we should be talking about it and doing it as well. And the only way you're going to do it is to actually get started. If you never get started, you will never understand what I'm talking about. Not at all. So, there's been so much bondage and stuff put on us over the years. And to this day, if you're 40 years old, you've been dealing with it over 40 years. You're still not where you want to be. So, during this 10-year tenure, I want you to break out of the chains of bondages. Break the chains off you. I call it the generational curse off your family and start leaving generational wealth to your family. Something that's big. Most people, they like to see a lot of turning flips backwards, doing a lot. We do that when we celebrate the big victory at our conferences, the big changes, the big accomplishments that we've done. How many people we help, bring out families that was in dire strait. We helped them to get by helping them to get themselves together where they can operate and become a part of something that's bigger than they ever been. The Houston Wall Street movement will help them to get on the right path to building wealth. It don't matter what you're doing. You can be a forklift driver. You can be a person that's homeless and just say, hey, look, Houston Wall Street, if I could get in there, I believe I can straighten up my life and I can go on and accomplish some things in life other than living on the street. See, we're able to help them as long as they are focused on what it takes to be wealthy and follow the rules and be coachable. We can help them. But you know what I'm saying? It's got to be a mindset paradigm shift in you, and we can take it from there because I can give you everything to be successful. But if your mindset is not there, then no matter what I do, it will fail because I'm only just wasting money and wasting time. But I want to help the people to be successful that's willing to change their life for the better, willing to leave generational wealth in a good legacy. Hey, my grandfather, I watched him from working hard and moving to build his being in businesses, and then left that and took the knowledge and built his own company on what he had learned over the years. That's not only helpful for himself, but he also helped a lot of people by the things that he went through. See, that's firsthand stuff. It ain't something out of textbook. I'm telling you what I went through and how I overcame all the things that was happening. See, so I'm telling you, let's just get your membership, get your membership and become a member. There's a website and join us. We're doing great things. So I thank everybody that got on today. Look, protect yourself, be healthy, pray, stay your distance, and ask God to pull you through any adversities that's in your way or coming your way. And he'll do it. But by all means, focus on building you and building wealth for you and your family. We go to school, nothing wrong with education, nothing wrong with college education, but don't get into the habit of going to college so that they can program you to go to work for someone, go to get a job. If that's where you have to start out at financially to build up some income, if that's where you want to go, start and get some on the job training, that's fine. But don't let that be your ultimate destination and goal for the next 15 or 20 years. Because see, if you're a young person and you're going to college, you get your degree, you get out. If you focus on your job and your career and don't focus on building your ownership, your business, 15 and 20 years, life gonna set in. You're gonna get married, you're gonna have kids, and now you find yourself as a necessity to have a job because that's been what you was introduced to. So I just want to let you know it's something better. And if you work your job and you're building your company and your wealth on the side, there's no failure because see, God is going to be there to pick you up when the job fails you. You got your own company. God can bless you financially because you gave him a platform to work with. We pray a lot about different things, and we ask God for finances and things of that nature, but we don't give him a platform to work on. We don't give him a platform to channel that money into our household, into our company, or into our lives. The spirit cannot be manifested into the tangible dollar. You have to give him, you got a business, you pray for increase in your business financially. That also increase finances for you and your family. See, now he has a way to get it to you. So you have to give him something to work with. So, work in your business as well as pray for your business, Pray for increase in your business. Pray for the increase of your business partners, and you pray for your generational wealth that you're building for your children's children. See, the Lord said it is a good man that leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Well, you can't leave your job to your inheritance for your kids and your grandkids and great grandkids. See, let's start it all over again. Become a member of Houston Wall Street Movement and break these chains off the finances and be the one to do that, to break that generational curse from your family. Always victory, and I see everybody at the top. God bless.